Hello and welcome back to Candid Talk with Adelle. It's been a minute. I took a 1-month break for a reason. My health I wasn't feeling so good as a person. My family members, some of them were sick, so I chose to take a break so I can take care of that and be able to come back with good content. So if you're new here, this is Candid Talk with Adelle. My name, of course, is Adelle. We're all about growth and accountability. Growth in your life, growth in your business, in your family, but also being accountable to yourself and to those around you. So today, we're going to be discussing personal growth in detail. If you're interested, please join me and let's get started. When we talk about personal growth, what exactly does that mean? Growth, let's use live examples. Plants grow, so every living thing must grow. Speaking of that, we are also living things as human beings. So you cannot be the same every single year in, year out, and that should be our goal as individuals. So growth is movement from one place to another, or an expansion from one space to another, in most cases for the good, but also it can be for the negative if you don't plan well. So today let's learn about growth and what personal growth actually means and what this channel represents, because we say we are all about growth and accountability. Now I want to understand what growth is first. So when we say you want to expand and be a better person and be a unique individual, what do we mean? So personal growth is when you as an individual, you choose to grow, you choose to expand, you choose to be better in your knowledge, in your lifestyle, character as well, habits, or in your business if you're running a business, or in your workspace. So you take deliberate effort as an individual to grow. I want to believe that at that stage we are all together and being able to understand what growth actually means in a personal perspective. Now, when we talk about personal growth, it cuts across so many parameters, and those parameters we're going to talk about shortly. But before that, how do you determine that you want to grow? That's a question that most people ask, because every year we make resolutions. You wake up and say, I want to be better this year. This year I want to buy land. This year my child's school fees, I want to save up to this level. But do you know what it actually involves to do something like that? So there are components around growth. The main component, which I actually think we discussed in our first episodes, is your why. You must deliberately, if you're new here, there are some episodes you need to go back and watch. I think were some of the first episodes we did on this channel when we're talking about why you must do certain things, savings and everything. So those links, I'll leave them in the description box. Please go back and watch those episodes to be able to inform where we have reached as Candid Talk with Adelle. So let's talk about your why. How strong is that why that you want to grow? You can't wake up and say, I want to grow. To be what? There must be a reason as to why you're choosing to grow. So your why must be strong enough to get you out of your comfortable zone into the uncomfortable zone. One of my favorite speakers, Steve Harvey, yes, he's one of my favorite speakers. He said something very, very pertinent that I take every day of my life. That success is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. If you want to be at the top, you're most likely going to be lonely. And all those perspectives make you think, do you actually want to grow so you can be lonely? Because the space there at the top is quite lonely for so many people. Because as you grow, some people or some things have to fall off, or you have to deliberately say no to some things. For example, if you're used to going out every single Saturday or 3 times a week, and there are some assignments you must be able to achieve, then you must be able to let go of certain things so that you can achieve the goal you have set for yourself. So it is true that growth is uncomfortable, success is uncomfortable, and it is quite lonely. So if you want to embark on that journey, there are some things you know you're going to lose. If it's friends, you have to. So how strong is your why as you plan to embark on your personal growth journey? So this year, if you're with me in this growth perspective, that's one thing you need to think about. The other thing, and also we talked about at the beginning of this year, which is a component of personal growth, is emotional intelligence. Now, this topic is quite wide. There's an episode I'm going to leave here up and also in the description box that was talking about emotional intelligence in detail. Self-awareness and self-assessment. What does that mean when someone says you need to assess yourself or you need to be aware of yourself? It means one thing. It means one thing, that you have to be honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself means you have to tell yourself the uncomfortable truth. Say, Adele, let's give an example of myself. Adele, maybe you are not good with people. How are you going to improve that? First, you must accept that you have that problem and then say, what are the solutions I'm going to put in place to address that problem? Self-assessment and self-awareness. How you understand yourself determines how best you move from one step to another. Remember, we've said growth is expansion or movement from one thing to another. So as you choose to grow, you have to be aware of who you are. You have to be aware of assessing yourself deeply and honestly so that you can understand which step you're taking and what solutions you're putting in place to achieve your set goal, which is your strong why. I want to believe we're together and understanding what personal growth is all about. Now, let's look at about yourself as well. So this year, I want to be in a better position, say in my company. It will not happen just like that. You have to invest in yourself. So personal growth also involves personal investment. So when you're choosing to invest, there's so many places to invest, so many investment portfolios, and we talked about investment as well in the previous episodes. Oh my God, we've talked about so many things. So if you're new here, you need to go back and watch those things. Now, investing in yourself means so many things. One, you might want to change your character. What do you have to do? You have to start rebuilding that, and also take some courses to help you build that character that you want to be. You want to grow in your business. There are tools that can be used in business growth. And if you don't know them, you have to invest in yourself by going on to learn what actually you want to achieve. You want to be a director of a certain department. Do you have the qualifications? So personal growth is taking the initiative to invest in yourself so that you can deliver and work towards the goal that you want to achieve. So I'll give you an example. This year I set a goal. I want to be able to transition from the career I'm in right now to say something even bigger. What do I have to do? I went back to school. Adult education, that's a whole topic altogether. So I went back to school to do my second master's in human resource management, and that's at the Liverpool John Moore University. Now, that's a deliberate effort. You're putting in the effort to go back to school so that you can achieve the career that you actually need or want to have. Now, some of us want to do skills in businesses. You want to bake, you want to be able to be an interpreter. How do you do that? You have to put some effort in investing in your skills to learn a second language or to learn baking. There are so many schools around. So personal growth is, what effort are you putting in place to invest in yourself? So at that level, you're also trying to say, I want to be a better person, I want to expand, and I want to grow. One of the most important components of this is your growth mindset. What does that mean? It means that our minds have the capacity to expand and be different and be better every single time we invest in that growth mindset. The growth mindset means that our environment is able to change to what we want it to be as long as we want it, or as long as we invest in that line of thought. So your mindset, if you're always negative, or let's do this, Adele, please go and do this kind of work. I don't think I can do it. You're being negative. You're telling your mind that you're not able and you don't have the capacity to do that. You're already incapacitating yourself. So the growth mindset is positive, is forward-looking, it sets goals, sets vision. You have a vision. A growth mindset is putting measures and tools in place to help you achieve your objective, and no one can say you can't achieve it. It's that simple. When you have a growth mindset, is saying, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do it. How do I do it? You ask yourself questions of how do I achieve it? Where do I go? What do I need to achieve a certain goal and objective? So a growth mindset is important when you want to embark on your personal growth journey. Negativity never takes anyone anywhere. The final component, and one that I love so much, is that you have to put in the work. You must put in the work. Nothing comes on a silver plate. Unfortunately for us, we must work so hard. You have to put in the work and have some values that set you apart. What are some of those values? Let's see. If you are going to achieve a certain goal, you must be disciplined. For example, I want to save, say, 50 million shillings this year. I must be disciplined every single month to achieve the goal I've set for that specific month. If you divert resources, you will not be able to achieve that goal that you've set for yourself. So discipline is one of the ways you can work around your personal growth. Consistency, my God, consistency is everything. This is where I also have a challenge. For example, I have YouTube channel, Candid Talk with Adele. You must be consistent for you to bring your audience content, but it also involves work. It involves investment. It involves research. It involves putting yourself out there every single week alongside your other commitments. So you have to find a way of ensuring that you plan, you prepare, and you can achieve everything you're supposed to do in that particular day or in that particular week. But at the same time, be consistent. So nothing will happen without you putting in the work. And the other thing that is very important is that you have to be resilient. You have to have commitment. Personal growth requires commitment. Without it, I can assure you, you'll stay the same year in, year out. So, when we talk about personal growth, there are those things we've talked about that you must consider as an individual, but also for the things you're working with around you. I don't think that this year you want to be the same as you were last year, or next year be the same as you are this year. So if you're watching right now, I want to urge you to think about growth. We wake up every day, we prepare and go to work or do what we have to do just because we want to be better individuals and also to be able to change the environment around us. So personal growth is important. It requires investment, it requires commitment, consistency, and most of all, discipline. So this is why this channel is about growth, because we want to encourage you to look forward. The next time we come back here next year, same time, we should not be the same. So I want to believe that this episode has added value to yourself, but also in understanding what you need to do to be able to embark on the journey of personal growth. If you're new here, please do subscribe and like and leave a comment. What is your opinion about personal growth? Let me know what you think in the comment section. In the meantime, we are at the new Nanjing Hotel, where everything is beautiful. The meeting rooms, the dining where they serve all these sumptuous meals. You need to come and try them out. They are found on the Lugogo bypass. Be able to come here with your family on those small functions and enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, because we are talking about change. Do you know how hard change is? See you and bye-bye.